All right, we're trying to get ready for live. Georgia. If you are watching this recording, it's a hot mess, but it'll only be a hot mess for another second. Here we go. All right, guys, we got a lot to go over in the stock market. I just got to load in my people. This is how it works as a rookie. So you're going to probably have to fast forward through all this stuff. Active. Boom. Finish setting up the stream. Test, 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 test. All right, almost there. Boom. We are officially live. And I'm here solo cholo, people. Oh, here we go. I think we're set up. What's up, Tan? Give me a second. Bear with me. Tan, can you hear me all right? Or let me know if I'm too loud. I'm going to go ahead and put a message into YouTube Studio to let everybody know that we are going live, and it's a Fat Man Zoom solo cholo kind of day. Let me let everybody know what's going on. MGM is damn right. Yo, what's up, Sean? Guys, we are just going to hang out today. We're going to do our best. You're going to have to bear with me, deal with me, because this is not my wheelhouse. This is Brad's wheelhouse. But I want to let everybody know it's the Fat Man Zoom live stream. Let's go. All right. We're on it. Yeah. All right. So check this out, guys. Brad had something going on. He had a family emergency. Originally, we were going to cancel the live stream, but then I was like, you know what? We committed to this, and I'm going to follow through. I'm going to do my best to hang on and get us through this. Let's be honest. We might actually like this better than Brad, but we're going to do the earnings. Listen, Callaway is today. There's no way I could have missed earnings. Like, there's absolutely no way. So I want to be here. I want us all to see what's going on, what happens in the earnings. Obviously, we'll talk about the vaccine news. We're going to talk about the other earnings we have. There's like 4 or 5 that I want to talk about. But I mean, all in all, the craziness that went into the stock market today. So I want this to be more about what you guys going on. Solo cholo Emilio, what you guys going on, questions you have. I'll try to answer them to the best of my ability, but this is going to be more like a hangout session. So let's chat. James, I know everybody's asking me about Drive Shack. Man, I got to give you guys these questions. So, no, I appreciate it. Let me say what's up to some people. Tam, what's going on? Melissa, what's going on? Dead League, James, MGM. Yes. MGM, the Fat Man Zoom special. This thing finally is going. So that's pretty awesome to see. Sean, Haiti, welcome back, Haiti. Williams, chaotic cheese chewers. What's up, Garcia fam? Slider. Slider, I think you're following me on IG now. I hope you're enjoying the IG specials. Anon, man, up 25%. Good for you. Good on you. What's up, Abs? Alex, Fast. All right. Man, that's awesome on Neo. We're going to talk about Neo for sure. And this live stream should be sponsored by Callaway, because that bad boy is beautiful. Is it still? Yeah, it's over 10%. Nice. Looks like it got above 19 briefly. But that's what we're all here for, right? All right. So I got you. Amelia says, appreciate the solo and emergency. I don't like my PB&J with Bell's jelly and peanut butter. Rocket, what's going on with Rocket? Penn, listen, it's been some interesting movement on stocks today. And I want to talk to you about sort of what I traded today, why I traded today. I want to hear what you guys have. And I think today's going to be good because I'm going to stay through earnings. We should be going until about 4:15. I'm going to try to get to every damn question. So we were absolutely wrong about the Saints. They demolished the Bucks, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with being wrong about the Bucks, but being right about Callaway. So let's start with what's going on today. So, man, today's been wild. We woke up to the vaccine news. So Pfizer had positive news about the vaccine. I think it was like a 90% effectiveness rate. And so the market got hyped and the recovery stocks went wild. But then you saw the stay at home stocks like Zoom, like Peloton, get absolutely obliterated. So what do we do? So if we look at SPY made a gap up, and I mean, I think it went up to as high as maybe 5% today, if not more. And it looks like it's coming down a little bit, but it's still up 3% on the day. That's looking good. The Dow's looking really good. And the NASDAQ has just been kind of sideways. And you've had things like Apple still hang on, Amazon test that 3,200 level. So what do we do? I'm going to start with Zoom, Peloton, the remote plays, because I feel like we probably should start with those stocks that basically we got our ass handed to us on. So I'm sure a lot of you are still on in Zoom, and Abs is saying Zoom was on sale today. Absolutely. In the mentorship this morning, Brad had mentioned that anything under $420 was a buy to him. I didn't, I put an order in, it didn't get filled. I got an order in at 418. We saw a support around 415. And let me actually pull up the chart. We saw a support around 415, but on the hourly, but it never quite filled. So I missed it. I still have my order in. We'll see what happens. I'm okay with whatever happens, but it seems to be hanging around that 430 spot. Looks pretty good. But I think Peloton and Zoom, you could speak the same. Listen, here's the deal with the vaccine. This is positive news. This is great. But the reality is that according to all the experts, the distribution is not going to happen till maybe the middle of next year. I don't see any conceivable way that the vaccine actually gets distributed this year. And if it does, it's going to be to a very small subset. So what does that mean? We're still at home. We're still staying at home. So I don't believe that this move is material for Zoom. I still think Zoom is a great company. I still think that even when the vaccine comes back, Brad and I have talked about this. Brad's talked about it at length, which is, this is a new way of doing business, and working from home is the way of the future. And so it's here. So I don't know how much I worry about that. Could it go down further? Yes, absolutely. I don't know if you guys are aware, but I use Don's charts. So this is a little bit, I think he might have updated. I mean, I believe he has updated zones, but like this is his zone that it would go down to 362. I'm sure there's another one in there. But it could always go down further. It does look like the top of this zone, which would be 374, is a realistic possibility. If it goes below 400, I'm probably going to dollar cost average in. So I'm not worried about it. So Tan says this vaccine, I think, is a joke. Zoom and Amazon still a great buy. Yeah, I would agree. And again, I think, let's see. So Manuel, let's look at Peloton. Manuel said he got hard into Peloton. Look at this thing. Pre-market. I mean, look at where it touched 94. I think Peloton's a buy below 100. I mean, look, this is, how long is it going to take for us to get back into the gym? That's going to be the last thing that people go to. So keeping those in mind, just based on what he said, yeah, just in those, keeping those things in mind. I mean, I think there's so many factors that say that we're not totally in recovery mode. So will the recovery stocks do well? Sure. They may be profit taking. Just keep your eye on things. It's good to be diversified in that, but I wouldn't worry about these Zoom plays, Peloton plays. I think these are good opportunities. We'll see that. So let me get into some of your guys' questions. Do you have specific questions about stocks? And then I can get into the earnings stuff. Yeah, let me know where you guys got in. Bonjour. 105. Is that your dollar cost average? Is 235 your average? Because that's awesome. Peloton at 105. Etsy's another one that went down. Man, Etsy looking really good. Look at this spike up. Man, this bounced hard. Let me go to the hourly for you guys. down 11%. I mean, do we really believe that Etsy realistically is going to go away, or people are going to be less active on it? Still going to be working from home. Yeah, Nikita, is Teledoc still a buy? Yeah. Why not? I think this is Teledoc's another example of a company that's still going to be, it's the way you're going to be doing business. Down 12%, see it at 181. My only concern with this, looking at this chart, is if it breaks, look at where it's at. If it breaks below this 180, I mean, it's got a ways to fall. So we'll see. So here's my answer. I'm gonna make it clear to you guys what I think. If you're asking me about a cloud-based stock that we've been a part of through this whole time, Shopify, Nikita, what are other stocks that we've been talking about? Cloudflare, Asana, any of these stocks, I think they're still a buy. They're still a buy until there's a distribution plan for the vaccine. So great news. This is optimistic. This is great for the future of us reopening, but it's still going to take time. We're not going to go back to work right away. So all these businesses are going to still thrive. And even if we do, we're good. Yeah, let's talk about the stocks that have done well. Disney. Man, Disney. How good did that look today? Disney up 12%, still moving. Man, jumped up through all these zones. Look at this. 143. Disney's going to be an interesting one because I think there's going to be a lot of volatility with Disney, because when they do report, I don't know if they can realistically give guidance unless something between now and when they report leads us to have an idea of when they'll be fully opened. That's the big question: is what's the reopening play going to look like? What is the strategy going to be? Biden's gave every inclination that's going to be a conservative approach. I think this is a slow, steady thing. So, yeah. Oh shoot, AMC Express was crazy today. Bro, AMC was crazy today. AMC was up as much as freaking 90%. That was absolutely bonkers. I mean, look, it's still up 60%. It's crazy. I hope you guys took profits. Somebody had mentioned, we'll see if we had the R to rocket. Yeah, Michael. Somebody had mentioned finally taking profits. Yeah, Ollie Jones. I finally managed to pull out the cruises stocks. Emotional day. Good for you for taking the profit. That's awesome. That's what we talk about. I mean, it could potentially keep running up, but good for you. The cruise lines, like the gyms, have a long road to recovery. All right, so let's. All right, so Visa, Claudia, Visa had a nice run. AXP, American Express, monster. I think, and I've talked to Brad about this, so I feel safe in saying this. Brad, to me, is the expert. These are opportunities to take some profits. So airlines, cruise lines, AXP is tied directly to travel industry. Travel is going to take time, a lot of time. So casinos, all that stuff, these are great opportunities for you guys. For me, these are opportunities to take profit, play the volatility. So let's talk about what happened with Beyond Meat today. So Beyond Meat is tied to McDonald's earnings. So McDonald's reported this morning, they did really well, significant growth. They did really well domestically. Internationally, it was expected that it wouldn't do as well. We knew that, no big deal. Turns out we're still addicted to fast food, is what it is. But BYND got hurt because McDonald's made an announcement that they have their own plant-based product, and they're going to be releasing their own plant-based product. I'll be honest, Dan, that caused I think that caused the crazy volatility. BYND has earnings after hours today. I feel good about BYND. I really do. If you're in the green with BYND, I would consider taking some profit. But the reality is that BYND is only They have good management, and I think that they're getting with the stay at home, I think they're getting more SKUs and they're getting more locations. So those are opportunities that are allowing them to grow their balance sheet and grow their P&L is really what's more important. So man, Beyond Meat was a wild ride today, but that is direct correlation to McDonald's. It's going to be interesting to see what they say on this earnings call, but be careful with this one. It's extremely volatile. With that being said, I'm channeling my inner Brad. With that being said, um, I actually like BYND in the long term. I know Brad has some concerns about the premium value of that, but you know that their margins and their price points are rather high. But I think that overall they're doing the right things, and in the long term, they're a good stock to have. So good on Beyond Meat. Tam bought Helion today. I don't know what I was thinking. Um, you know, Nikola actually reports after hours as well. I know people will have questions about a lot of EV plays. Workhorse is up 8%. Nikola earnings, Neo, everybody's asking about Neo, all these stocks. What does that mean? I think these are the best type of plays because a company like Tesla, a company like Neo is already producing vehicles. The stay at home or the social distancing measures have um basically been more of a friction point for these companies, so it slowed them down. So what this means is they've been able to produce in spite of the coronavirus. If we can get a vaccine, if we can get back to normal and they can get back to running their factories optimally, this is only a boon for these stocks. So Tesla, Neo, all should be good. um Let me separate Nikola from that. Nikola is I'm not in. I would never get in Nikola, but you're absolutely right, Tan. If I bought Nikola, Brad would kill me. Um, that's separate. But if you, but the other ones, if you talk about the ones that actually have products, have vehicles, I think those are looking really good. Helion, you know what? I didn't see what Helion actually did today. Let's check it out. Okay, did what everybody else did, and it looks like TradingView. I can never trust their earnings, but it looks like Thursday is their earnings, so we'll see what's going on. So here's my overall thought process on EVs, and it's all the same. I think to me, these are great opportunities for them. I think the reopening only helps them. I think they're a great hedge. Even if we take longer to reopen, I feel really optimistic about it. I've spoken about Neo. I don't share the same concerns as Brad in Neo as far as, and I think Brad's coming around, but I like Neo's opportunity in China. It's already selling. I think there's growth opportunity. So I like it for the short midterm. Neo to me is right after, is in line with Workhorse. I would take either one of those. It's probably right after Tesla for me, and then it's probably Workhorse. But Helion, I'm not mad at that either. So any of those plays are good, with the exception of Nikola. And Nikola reports earnings. Man, this is going to be a very interesting earnings. This is going to be a wild earnings. But if you look at the chart, this bad boy can do one of two things, which is always the case. It go up or down, but it's right. It looks like it's right near that support, and this could go to $10. Like legit, people, this could go to $10. Now, it could also go to $30. It could get up to $25 to $30, but it could also go to $10. So super risky play. If anybody's in it, I don't know what you're smoking, but give me some of that. But in all seriousness, there's far better plays in this. But I'm going to be watching this. This is going to be fun to watch because I want to see this reaction. I think this stock is going to go bonkers, and I can't imagine what they're going to say that's going to give anybody confidence. I think it's going to be a bunch of BS. I think people are going to see through it, and I think this stock has a really, really good chance of tanking tomorrow. All right, let's get a couple questions. Yeah, man, Disney's crazy. Disney's going to be really interesting to watch. So Sean scooped up a few Peloton. What else you guys pick up? What do you guys get in? Tell me about the wins today. Tell me how you did today. Emilio, we'll talk about Callaway. I definitely plan to have an in-depth conversation with you guys about Callaway. William, Planet Fitness is open. Most gyms are open with limited hours and limited and restrictions, I should say. But here's the thing to consider about gyms. We've built these habits over the course of 9 months. And even if we reopen, gyms are last. Gyms are high contact. Gyms are germ infested. Even if there's a vaccine, not everybody's taking this vaccine. Remember this. And so I think there's going to still be that hesitation of people to go back quickly. So I think it's still going to be a rough go for gyms. There might be a temporary bump, but I would be careful with that. VYND clarified it's a co-creation with McDonald's on the plant-based burger. That's interesting. I didn't know that. That's really good to know. So Ab Yoga, I'd like to know if you have like a link or something, I'd love for you to send it. Is this something, how does BYND benefit from a revenue split wise? Is this a revenue split? Was this exclusive for McDonald's and it's just BYND creating it? So when they say co-creation, what does that mean? I thought that McDonald's created it, but that's really good information. That's important information. And if it is true that BYND has created it for McDonald's, and we hear that in the call today, holy shit, this thing's going to go off. Oh, I'm supposed to stop cursing. I'm supposed to stop cursing. Members only, I'm allowed to curse. Co-creators, that's really good. Yeah. Dan. Guys, don't worry. I'm not buying Nicola. Haiti. Okay. G, is it a buy? Let's look at what GE did today. Oh, basically just followed the market, followed the SPY. Man, I'd be really hesitant. I'd be really, I think we got to see how all this stuff shakes out. See if it could, it's kind of in no man's land right here. If you can see, I mean, this massive move down. Let me get off the daily so I can show something a little bit more recent. All right. So if we go back to June, it tried to make a real push up in June. Yeah, I would have to say that, I feel good about GE long-term. If it's a long-term play, I'm okay with you getting in, but I think there's going to be more opportunities for GE. So just be careful about that. GE still has a lot of work to get through. Jose Matute, the Nicola lockup expires soon. Okay. That'll be interesting as well. That, more shares coming in. That's going to definitely impact it. What's up, Vinay? Steve, Amazon. Yo, Amazon. All right. So let me tell you guys what I picked up today and I'll get some more questions. So I told you I have an order for Zoom that hasn't filled yet. That's at 418. I added on to Penn. Or sorry, I added on to Penn. I got in on that at 64 today. I sold Rocket when it was up about 6% this morning. I sold partial of it. And I should probably clarify that because I'm sure you guys are going to freak out like I sold Rocket. I was over leveraged in Rocket. So my full my full position size for Rocket is, or for any stock for that matter, is about $6,000. And I overextended myself. It got up to 9,000 with the profits I made. So I brought that back down to 6. Actually, it was like a little below 6. And then when it went down, I added back on. So I'm slightly overextended. I'm about 7K. So I added a little bit onto Rocket. I added to Apple. I added to Amazon. And I'm still holding Callaway. It looks so good. Up 11%. So landed, I did cover Zoom, but I think 425 is good. You might be a tough couple days, but I think it's going to be good. You'll be fine. Joseph, good stuff. Peloton, Etsy, Teledoc, Zoom. This all looks awesome. All this stuff looks good. So good on you for that. Oh my God, James, listen, I don't know how many of y'all's brokers crashed, but Webull crashed. TD Ameritrade, Thinkorswim crashed. I heard Charles Schwab crashed. E-Trade seemed to be okay, but man, that was a hell of a thing. That was a hell of a thing. I don't know what else crashed, but that sucked. Webull was down for to be fully transparent, James. I know we do the we promote that portfolio, but it wasn't down as long as TD though. It was TD was down for a while. What's going on, Landon? How you doing, bruh? Seabucks top winners: Hillion, Virgin Galactic, Neo, Goldman Sachs, Workhorse, all those. Planter, Callaway, of course, Callaway. You're welcome. You're welcome, people. I got an ACB at 8 a.m. Good move. Felicia, hey, what's going on, Felicia? Oh, Baba. Okay, what's going on with Baba? All right, so you're thinking about scooping up more Baba. What to do? I think the play is the same as Amazon. Honestly, anything below 300, if you're in it already, maybe you can get something below 290, but I think this is a good level. I really do. I think this is a good opportunity. I love Baba. I've always loved Baba. We had Baba as one of the top 5 stocks if Biden wins, just because it's based in China. I think we should be good. So Felicia, I like your thought process. I think it's pretty sound. Tan, I like all those moves. Yeah. What do we like? We talked about that cruise liners, especially, man, if you made money, like be careful with the greed. If you're green, I would consider taking some profit. Sean picked up more rocket this morning. 2148 seems like a great average. Nice work. I think AMD went down flying because of why everything went down. It's down less than 2%. I think that's about standard. AMD benefits from stay at home. AMD benefits from cloud. Like it benefits from all that. Now, so we saw a rise in computer sales, which seemed to be directly correlated with stay at home and people upgrading their computers. We'll see what the projections are moving forward, but it'll be interesting with AMD and how it works. But down less than 2%. I'm not too worried about it. I'm actually surprised that's all it's down. I sold some Square on Friday, so I bought back in at 187. Awesome. That's why we take profits. That's why we're liquid. Apostol bought some Wayfair earlier, ended up sending in a double order because the platform was acting up. Do you think I'm screwed? What was your entry point? Do I think you're screwed? Well, we'll see this support right here. Wow, we'll see how it goes. We got to keep an eye on that 240 mark. I think at this point, I would set a stop for half, or have your stop in, your stop market price, and then just see and at least get that half back. It's tough when we make those mistakes, but don't let it kill you. Don't let it kill you. All right. But I think Wayfair is going to be fine. Everything, Amazons of the world, all these companies, like the holiday season is going to be done online. So e-commerce is still going to kill it. Next earnings is going to be great. Probably next 2 earnings. Steve King bought Amazon today. Why you even got to ask? What's up, SoundCloud? Oh man, Berkshire Hathaway. I believe Berkshire Hathaway announced a share buyback, which was like perfect timing. But yeah, it's going off. I mean, Berkshire's in these recovery stocks. It's more. Brad talks a lot about the conservative. Man, I can't really speak today. He talks about the conservative plays of Berkshire. And I like BRKB. Berkshire Hathaway to me is like, if you're interested in playing like SPY or an ETF or the overall market, like if you just want to set and forget something, Berkshire Hathaway is the stock to set and forget. You're not going to blow it up off of it, but it's just going to be kind of a steady winner for you. Oh, Joseph, E-Trade also had major delays. Okay, good. Well, not good, but I don't know. Vinay, all right, let's talk about Drive Shack. So Drive Shack I do not recommend it to anybody. Do your due diligence. It's up. It's had a crazy ride and it is volatile. Here's why I decided in my extremely long-term account to get Drive Shack. Drive Shack, for those that don't know, it's basically Top Golf. Entertainment. They've got bays. I believe, it's sort of like a social golf experience, but you can eat and drink and all that good stuff. They crush it in the locations they are, but they're in the locations they're in. I think they have 4 or 5 locations: Orlando, Richmond, Raleigh, to name a few. And they have huge growth prospects, but their locations cost a lot of money. They have a lot of debt. It's a huge spec play, but I love it because I think out of all hospitality, Drive Shack and Top Golf, which Callaway owns Top Golf now, those are built for like the new normal. Those are built for social distance. So when we open back up, they're not just going to let everybody go bananas back in. They're going to phase it in again. They're going to make sure people stay distant. They're going to take the proper precautions. So Drive Shack has separate bays. They separate you via plexiglass. They're heated, so it's all season, all year around. I think they're they're positioned to do really well. And to me, it's almost like the modern day Dave and Buster's. Like Dave and Buster's I feel is obsolete, but this gives you an opportunity to socialize. It's distance, but then you can go out and still have drinks, play games, and do whatnot. So this is crazy volatile. It I like it below 150. I added on to it at 119, but you got to wait. It's going to be a long ride for Drive Shack. It's going to be long and bumpy, but look at this thing. If you look, let's look at the daily. Let's see where it came from. It was above $4. So you look at when COVID happened, it was at $4. So can it get to 3? Absolutely, it can get to 3. Will it take time? For sure. It's just going to take time. All right, what else we got? Oh, Garcia, you sold Callaway, our first person to sell Callaway. I feel you. Actually, Brad and I were talking about, whether to sell Callaway or not, what we were going to do with Callaway. Forsaken, why is everything going down? Listen, I mean, you can't have a 10%, 20% run up and then and then just expect it to keep going. I think that that any of these moves, you're going to see volatility, you're going to see movement. What do we have? SPY slowly creeping down. I think things are just settling out. I wouldn't be worried about it. This should be probably expected. Again, I hope there was profit taking earlier on. We talked about that this morning. Ruchi, what did Fastly do? I'm interested to see what Fastly did, especially with Biden. I didn't know if there was going to be a move. So there wasn't really a move with Biden. We had thought with Biden and with TikTok being a big piece of Fastly and potentially the China situation of TikTok being based in China with ByteDance, we thought there'd be a move. Yeah, but it's still holding up. So Fastly still looks pretty good. Bonjour. Yeah, we looked at Wafer. I think we got your question, Bonjour. Vinay, Nicola, last earnings said they don't have any debt. How will that help this earnings? Do they really not have any debt? Is that true? I guess they don't have any product and they're not building anything. So there's probably not much cost. But I don't think it'll help that much because it's built in. Like, listen, Nicola is going to have to give sales. Not even, let me back up, not sales. Nicola is not going to matter until there's a realistic time frame on deliveries. And when they're making sales and there's an idea of like how, or they give an idea on pre-orders and, how much revenue it's been generated and how much demand there is. If they give us any idea on that, it could move up. It could move up on that, but I don't think debt will necessarily matter because the top line is also equally important and there's no top line. With no cars, there's no top line. So Tan's only holding Amazon and Helion from earlier. Cool. Haiti, do I think tech will have a big correction when the vaccine will be available to everyone? It depends on which stock, but I think, yes, this is the correction that's happening. I think this is the adjustment. I don't even want to say correction. I think this is sort of you'll see this craziness, but buy the rumor, sell the news works the same way. It works inversely when you have things going crazy. So Zoom, for example, right? The rumor is this. I don't want to say it's a rumor. It's not a rumor, but like, we don't know truly when this vaccine will be distributed, if and when, and there's still steps that need to be taken. So this isn't moving on the rumor. So by the time it's distributed, I don't anticipate there being, I think the move will already have been made. So that's why I'm not worried. Could it go down further? Yeah, I fully expect it to probably go down a little bit more, but I think that that things are settling out. And I think that it'll be settled out by the time the vaccine is actually distributed, for sure. Penn stock went up for about 5% today. Now it's a loss of 0.3%. Yeah, Penn was up even more. Penn went bananas. Like, it was like crazy, Penn's move. But again, I told you, I got back, I added on to this because I felt we've been in this in the 50s, right, guys? Like, we've been talking about Penn. I don't, it was just such a massive move. Is this profit taking? Maybe, but I'm not worried about Penn. I feel good about Penn. We got DraftKings. I know somebody's going to ask me about DraftKings. We got DraftKings reporting earnings at the end of this week. It's mirroring. So either one of those, the sentiment's the same. Feel good about either one of those. We prefer Penn though. Big. All right, hold on. Wonder if tech will sell off more to pay for the further buying and recovery, or is there a ton of money on the sidelines? Both. It could sell off. Tech could definitely sell off more. Now, something like Apple, you got to remember, Apple also stores will open up. So that's a good play because they benefit from that. So it's not fully virtual company, a fully cloud-based company. So that might be something that'll be interesting. Companies like Facebook, Google that generate, it's got competing sort of catalyst, like more businesses opening means more ad revenue. And I think there's going to be a huge influx in ad revenue as we open up, because businesses are going to want sales to come back really quickly, right? Like, things are going to move fast. So I think companies like Apple are tech, but like, they benefit from the reopen. So that'll be interesting as well. And there is a lot of money on the sidelines. Brad talks a lot about that. Peter Foreman, what's up, crew? Call to ask about price action when the vaccine was out. Got more Zoom, Peloton, Rocket, Square. Please tell me Brad's okay, not jumped off a bridge. Yeah, sorry. So initially we were going to cancel the live stream. Brad just had a personal emergency. Nothing big. He's fine. He just had to take care of some stuff. But I felt like Callaway's earnings, we committed yesterday to live stream, so I felt like I'm going to do it. So, Peter, you're not going to get the same experience because the dynamic duo is not in effect. However, experience nonetheless. We're going to stay on through earnings. But yeah, he's okay. I don't think he jumped off a bridge, but we'll find out, I guess, sooner than later. Landed out, big market overreaction in both direction with the Dow and the NASDAQ. I couldn't agree more. I agree. But again, the SPY settling down. It's still coming down a little bit. That's to be expected. I mean, did anybody think it was going to stay up 5% all day? Look, this level. Let's see how it plays out. If it stays above this 359 mark. All right, what else? Fastly dropped to 66 this morning. I got some more at 68. Nice job, Calm. Hanes brand. Any ideas? Joseph, I think that's a good play on your Callaway. Let's check out Hanes. Your Callaway, you sold 70%, kept 30. That's perfect. That's great. That's great. All right. So Hanes brand. Ooh, looks like they got crushed after earnings. Honestly, I don't know what happened with earnings, but if we pull this out, again, we're kind of in no man's land. This will be interested to see. Just keep a close eye on this. Keep a close eye. if you have any information as far as like, did they miss? What did they report? Guidance. That'll all be interesting to see. But yeah, I mean, this could continue to move towards $10. Garcia family bidding Callaway a couple weeks. I sold because of earnings, and every earnings play I risk it goes down. That's fine. You made money. If you were in it when we got in it, you made money. You probably made 20%, I would imagine, which is incredible. Market averages 10% a year. You did that in a couple weeks. Oh, Tan, they didn't have any debt that came from Trevor Milton. So do you believe that? Yeah. Okay, that guy. Whatever happened to him? Did we ever find out what happened to him? Did he flee? Did he flee the country? Vinay, it's been over 9 months since I started trading, up 14% after joining the membership. That's awesome, man. Good on you. Yeah, anybody who's watching, we got, according to my stats, which are usually behind, we got 420 people watching. We got the old Elon Musk special. But if you guys want to join the crew, the Chaos crew, that's the people that are getting in the chat. So it's a members only chat. We basically have a private live stream that we do every Friday where we do live Q&A. Any of our live streams, you get your members only chat. And more importantly, we send out a daily watch list every Monday at 8:30 a.m. We send out the 5 stocks we're watching for that day. So join the membership if you're interested. We got a huge community. We got a great group. And, we'd love for you guys to be a part of it. So click the join button. It's next to the subscribe. You could also click it next to your chat. There's a join if you want to join the chat, ask any questions. What are you waiting for? I know you're thinking about it. Just press the button. Eric Scarl. SoundCloud. Should I sell Dave & Buster or hold? At this point, what is Dave & Buster? Is that play? Yeah. At this point, bro, like, holy shit. Holy shit. It depends on what you got in at. I'm taking some profit if I'm in this. I've got to take some. Look at this, man. Look at this. What do you want? When you went to bed last night, did you think this was going to be up 40%? If I told you what would happen if it was up 20%, you would have been ecstatic. So can it run more? Yes, it can. But Dave & Buster's isn't coming back for a very, very long time. Take that as you wish. Mike D, did anybody buy Peloton today? I added to Peloton today. Chad sold Peloton at 73.51. Probably going to buy back in. Eric Scarl, what's going on? I was cash ready for this. What'd I say, people? What'd we tell you? I picked up Gold, McDonald's, Workhorse, Tan, all of it, all good stuff. ARC, yeah. Oh, yeah. I wanted to check out the ARCs. I know everybody's all up on the ARCs. I'm sure they got hit a little bit today. So RK down 3%. I think below his hundreds. Good spot for that. ARC F 3%. Be interesting to see if it can stay above 44, but this one's a little bit tricky. Let me go back to RK. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, all that's good stuff. Great job, Eric. Great job. Calm down. I think we're going to see another correction when people realize the vaccine isn't available for you. Yeah, I think it's going to be volatility. I think there's going to be some choppiness. Penn was up 18% one time. Really, Kodiak? I saw it was up like 11, but I didn't realize it got all the way up to 18%. Wow. Man, Tesla. Let's talk about Tesla. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla lags behind everything. Man, I think Tesla's going to be quite all right. So it's sitting at 430, about even. It looks like about 415. If it gets below 420, if it's in that 415 range, that's a good opportunity. I can't see this coming below 400, to be honest with you folks. Like, I just can't see that. But it could get down to 415. Anything below 420 is good. Right now, I think it's kind of a wait and see. We're kind of middle ground, no man's land, I guess. Vutran, so Pfizer was was the company that had the vaccine, which is interesting. If you guys remember, Pfizer was the one that got halted, I guess, a couple weeks ago. But the timeline matches up with everything everybody said, where the administration was trying to get the infrastructure in place by the beginning of November, by the end of October. And because they thought that around now, they wanted to be prepared for when the vaccine actually worked and when they found one, and like they could plan the distribution. So the timeline matches up. The other part of the timeline that they've consistently said, they're going to try to get it out as quickly as possible, but it's going to at-risk, high-risk people first, and then they're going to try to distribute it beyond that. And they've stayed consistent that it's unlikely any of that will happen before the end of this year. Even like middle of next year is really what we're hearing a lot of. So where we're fully ramping up the middle of next year, but Pfizer's the one that did it. The one that won the race to the vaccine, I guess you would say, but it's not finished yet. However, one thing that I was looking at this morning that I did not put on the watch list, but it was a strong consideration, was CVS. I think the next step in this is distribution. And when you look at companies like CVS, I think they stand to benefit when the distribution happens. I'm not saying now's the time to buy it, but I think it's a good, interesting play. Let's check the other stocks that were, it's interesting. These other stocks that were vaccine plays didn't get hammered like you would think they would. Moderna, everybody's least favorite vaccine play, 8.2. Look at that. Crazy. Yeah, Tesla can't break that 450, but when Tesla, keyword, when Tesla breaks that 450, watch out. Watch out. All right, what else we got? Guys, don't forget to smash that like, hit that like button. Show the love, show the support. Oh, we got a new member. We got somebody earlier. Sorry, I didn't shout him out, but Juan, welcome to the crew. Thanks for joining. My sound's off, so I can't see that. You remember when I asked about Clay Pierre and you couldn't find it? Glad I held on. It went up 42% today. Mark, good job. Good work. Calm down. Today I bought Overstock at 54 and Fastly at 67. Friday I went in on Express. All right, so let's look at Overstock. Probably had a similar move than Wayfair. Yeah, down 20%. Again, I don't think this is material. I would wait to see if it comes down, if it gets below 50. I mean, below 50, you can get this. This could end up coming around 40. But like these levels, man, I'm not saying it will happen, but honestly, I think that's a good entry for you. I think calm down. I think that's a good move. I think it's a smart move. I would even consider, I hope you're scaling in. That's the key for these ones that have huge moves, scale into them. Guys, keep me posted on any stocks that are moving as I'm talking, because I'm not as good as Brad. I can't really chew gum and walk. DHI. So this is a Brad special. DR Horton real estate play. So this is stuff I don't really talk to you guys about this, but this is a typical Fat Man Zoom trade right here. I would see it at $66. And I know if it breaks, it could go down further, but I would take a chance here thinking that there might be a bounce. Now, I'm just telling you what I would do if I had a small position, but I still feel really good about this. And I'd probably scale in at around 60. So if it went down 10%, I'd probably scale in, but I think this is a great opportunity right here. See what happens. DR Horton, we still feel good about it. Nothing has changed our thoughts on anything. James, Brad is hungover. Good call. Lewis, I hope that answered your question. I don't know if there was anything specific. Kodiak, I don't know if it's coming through, but this is a struggle. I'm trying. It's so much different doing it by myself with no response. I know you guys are there, but it's such an interesting experience. But what can I say? I'm a man of the people. Man of the people, folks. Donna, did you see my question about VERI earnings today after hours? I'm wondering if you have a prediction. Sorry, I did not see that, but thanks for asking again. Veritone. Um, excuse me. So they're projected loss 20. I don't know much about it, but what I can do for you is I can sort of run you through my process. Wakaya, welcome to the crew. So where I'll start is you guys already know that I use CNBC, among other things. But I will start and figure out, give you the disclaimer that I don't know much about this stock. I figure out what they do, what space they're in. Wish Brad was still here. I'm just kidding. I'm playing with you guys. So Veritone is a developer of AI. Oh, awesome. Cool. Like that. Like what they're doing. Um, I take a quick peek at this snapshot. I'm looking at net margin. I'm looking at their year-to-date growth. I'm just scanning. Okay. And net margin looks disgusting, but that's okay with AI companies. They get a little bit of a pass. Growth is about standard. It's not, these companies have been moving this much. Off the 52-week high, 52 weeks high is $20. So we're more than 50% off. So I would start there. And then what I would do is I would take a glance at earnings. So earnings, it looks like there's some steady growth, a little bit of steady growth. It seems like they beat. They're increasing a little bit better. If it was offline, I would actually read some of the earnings and what they'd have to say. And then I would go to Yahoo earnings. And I don't want Wix. I'll go to Yahoo earnings and I would look at like a historical perspective of this stock to determine what my estimation would be on that. For some reason, this one isn't pulling up. There we go. Okay. So this is a good spot. If you type in Yahoo earnings calendar, it'll give you a quick snapshot historically. Look at this. This missed earnings from their IPO in 2017 up until last February. It missed earnings every time. They didn't have a good track record, but it looks like they've gotten a better gauge of their earnings and their forecast. And I'm seeing how accurate their forecast is. Looks like they are pretty accurate. The one that was above 10%, or this 45% one, was looks like an anomaly. Everything's around that 10%. So if I was working through this, it seems like there's steady forecast growth. And I would probably say with all the cloud companies are typically beating, this would potentially beat by 20%. So that'd give me a loss of 17 cents a share or 18 cents a share. That's probably where I would put the estimation at. That's just a quick glance. I do a little bit more, but that's, if I was in a pitch, that's kind of how I would look at it. Hope that answers your question. From a technical perspective, actually, sorry, let's go back also and let's take a really quick peek at the financials. So I do this in two places. So TradingView, actually, I really like how they're, this right-hand tab, if you guys can see it, these dots show, if it's red, it means they missed their earnings. But I love this little tab right here. It gives you like a snapshot of all this information. I click on quarterly, and this is their P&L. And look, so margins, loss of 110%, 120%, 106%, 88%. So I'm hoping this is a good pattern. I'm hoping this is less than 88%, less than a loss of 88%. Looking at revenue, it looks like revenue is trying to trend up. So we want all that. All that stuff looks good. I could click on balance sheet and cash flow as well to get an idea of that. But that's sort of a snapshot. This shows performance. I don't love the technical indicator on whether it's a buy or a strong sell or whatever, but has that there as well. You can click on it and see all the indicators. But you can see it's down 12% on the month, year to date, up to 89. So technically, this isn't in bad shape. I think maybe it could go below 950, but if you're already in, I don't know if you're asking if you're in it or not, but let me see, Donna. Either way, I think I think it's okay. Yeah, see, these earnings are different. Sorry, guys. These earnings, TradingView, for whatever reason, has wonky earnings. That's my only criticism of TradingView. But there you go. So it looks all right. Looks like earnings will be okay. But listen, doesn't matter if they beat, if they crush it, yes. If they give guidance, yes. Today is going to be really interesting to set the table for all the other stocks as far as what these companies are saying about the vaccine and how it plays out. I think there's going to be uncertainty, and uncertainty isn't good for these type of things. So be careful. All right. Next question we have is, what's up, King Bradicus? Trevor, yeah, we decided last night on a whim we were going to go live. We had a bunch of people. We basically set a goal of 50% of the people hit the like button, we would go live for Callaway earnings. Trevor, it's Callaway earnings. Listen, we had to be here for that. Good, calm. Yeah. Like remember, there's competing sort of headwinds and tailwinds. So we have a vaccine. You're talking about the election. We have the vaccine, but then we have this uncertainty around the Trump's response and his unwillingness to concede. Now, I've said this before. I don't think the fact that Trump hasn't conceded or that he's even like challenging the vote count, I don't think that's going to matter. I think what's going to matter is if they find fraud or if there's a recount. That's gonna cause a hit, I believe. But we knew that this was going to be the response, and so as of right now, when you see all the outlets, it seems like they're even ex-presidents, like they're giving it to Biden. So I'm not worried about that. But those are competing tailwinds and headwinds. So we'll see how it all shapes up for the rest of the week. What's a good entry point for Amazon below 3,200? Is it still below 3,200? I mean, now's a good, anything below 3,200 or below, I think is a good one. It could still move down. I don't see it going below 3,000, but you may get something better than 3,200. Yeah, guys, set your alerts. Now's really a good time to set alerts. Will you scoop up some Neo, Haiti? I won't scoop up some Neo because Tesla's my number one, and I don't need to. I'd rather have best in class, but I don't have issues with other people scooping up Neo. Is Zynga a long hold? Bought it at 938 or just cutting my losses? Isaac Escobedo. Okay. Zynga, ZNGA. I think yes, it's a long hold. I hope you scaled in because I think this is a good dollar cost average spot. Depends on your horizon, but it could come down some more. Everything's sitting around here. So tomorrow, I think is really going to tell maybe the end of the trading day today, but I think this is kind of where we're going to be. But tomorrow is going to really tell how this stuff plays out. Long term, I think you're good if you have a long time horizon. Josh Ramirez. So I'm new to this, but what do you guys think about Target or any big retail store now that the holidays are coming up? Great question, friend. We feel really, really good. E-commerce is just icing on the cake. If people are going to come back to the stores, great. But listen, Target's infrastructure for their e-commerce is top notch. Target, Walmart, any of those stores, Amazon, you're good. They're going to crush e-commerce. They're going to crush holiday sales in general. I think with less travel, or Brad and I both think with less travel, there's more money to spend in general, and that's going to translate to retail holiday season. I think the next 2 quarters for retail are going to be phenomenal. C-Buck, anyone get down on that whiskey Tesla? Oh man, I had a friend who got it. Whiskey. So Tesla released a whiskey. Is it sold out? I imagine it's got to be sold out, but I got a buddy who got his hands on it. Funny pranks gone wrong. Still the best username so far. Jorge Gonzalez, what are we up to? Bruh, we're up to Callaway earnings today. I missed Dan Dalton, I missed Peloton at 100, picked it up at 105. Still seems pretty cheap. That still seems good. Still seems good. Lewis, I think, Lewis, I believe you wrote this after I talked about DR Horton. So if there's a specific question, let me know. Sean, thanks for being a part of the crew, man. I'm glad you've been a part of this. And I'm glad you decided to take the leap. But appreciate you being a subscriber and taking the leap. Charlie O'Connor, Rocket expected to generate 4.5 billion Q3. Yeah. I mean, we're really expecting positive things from Rocket's earnings. That's a green rocket. Jose Matute. Tan says Trevor Milton is on the beach drinking micheladas, laughing at everyone with his $20 to $30 million bonus. Ain't that some bull? I mean, seriously, he made out like a bandit. Oh, man. Huang, I think it's more of the correction. AMD's more coming down because of correction, but I think the correction is happening because of the vaccine. So I think they're one and the same. Exit target for Rocket. So here's the deal with Rocket. Brad's talked about that $25 mark is what we're trying. $25 mark is what we're trying to see. So if Rocket can get above 25, it should go off. It really should. But keep an eye on it as it gets there. So I would say if it goes above 24, once it starts getting near 24, keep an eye on it. And I would trail it with a stop. That's what I would say. Also depends on when you got in on it, how long you plan on holding it. This is a great long-term play. Short-term, long-term, I think we're good. What's up, R. Evans? What's good? Tesla literally has a mind of its own. But it's better than it was, man. That thing was just wild. It seems like it's steadying out a little bit more. Tan says, if you're in play, Dave and Buster's sell and take profit, buy back when it dips later on. There'll always be a pullback. Seabuck says, I have doubts about the vaccine. Have a friend who works for them. Yeah, I mean, again, 2 weeks ago, they were saying it was a halt, or there was a halt on it. And now it's ready to go. I mean, I think it's positive results, but I think there's still more to be done. I don't know enough about the process. But Tan says, who would want to take the vaccine first? They claim it works 90%, wondering how they came with that. Well, that's just percentage-wise as far as the amount of patients they had administered it to. And what happened to the 10%? I mean, honestly, some passed away. So, that's crazy. Was it just it just didn't help? Did it make it worse? Whatever. Big C, is it a buy? Ooh, Big C. Yeah, Big C got beat up. Big Commerce. You guys know I love this stock. Again, it's at good levels. Yes, I think the answer is yes. I think it's a buy. I got to look through earnings again, guys. Or I wanted to dig through their earnings, so I got to do that. Honestly, I got to look through so many earnings, but we'll get there. Yes, it's a buy. I love Big C. I love what they're doing. And I think they're going to be able to capitalize really nicely off the gig economy, and especially off of these companies that can't afford an in-house team for their e-commerce, which is most companies. So I think their platform makes a whole lot of sense. They have good partnerships. Hey, crew, thoughts? Oh, Vinay, I'm still holding Rite Aid, Fat Man Zoom, riding this until the vaccine comes out. Is that a good idea? I think it is. This has been tough. This has been a bumpy ride for you. But honestly, I would probably set a trailing stop. I would set it. I don't know what you're in at, but I could definitely set a stop around like 11 and some change, and then get back in later if it doesn't. So what's your goals on profits? But here's the thing: you can get in on Rite Aid, or you can take some profits if you're in a good position, and you can get back into a company like CVS, right? So the move should be similar. It is a better company, but I'm fine with either way. I think you're good to go on Rite Aid. but the thought process is sound for sure. One side effect Pfizer had a few weeks ago was spine swelling. Damn. Guess they fixed it. That's a good question. BU Tube, hi crew. Thoughts on AT&T. What you got? Thoughts like everything. Looks good. AT&T's a tough one. High dividend, good dividend. Let's see what the dividend yield's at. 7.5%. We like Verizon better. But if it's strictly a dividend play, I'm okay with it. It's looking at that territory where, like, I don't know. I'd rather be in Verizon, but I think you're fine with that as well. It's not going to have as big of moves, but you're going to have that great dividend you can always fall back on. Camilo E. Buenas tardes. Camilo was wondering how you feel about Wayfair and Zillow. Big sell-off, thinking about buying in. Yeah, it's going to be a little bumpy, but I like Wayfair still. We'll see. We looked at that before, but let's look at Zillow, because Zillow went off after their last earnings. And I think that I would be looking right around this 100 mark. Man, if this goes below 100, be patient with this. But if this goes below 100, it's going to be a good opportunity. I can see you getting it around 97, 98. Scale in, maybe another opportunity around $85. But I like Zillow. I think Zillow's good. I feel the same way about Zillow. And I'm more confident in Rocket, but like Zillow has more virtual exposure where Rocket doesn't necessarily have the same amount. It is a virtual company, but they're going to be hurt a little bit more with where they're not going to benefit as much off of vaccine news. But like it. Think you're good. What else? I'm worth more dead than alive. Haiti getting that FOMO for Neo. I wasn't so bad to scoop some more. You wanted to scoop up more. Yeah, FOMO's real. Manage emotions. Mark Peach, when is a good time to buy Palantir, you think? Wait till Thursday. So yeah, Palantir has earnings this week. Let's see what we actually went over this in Stock Watch Sunday. I'll pull up my notes on that. So Palantir has earnings Thursday. They're expecting 3 cents a share profit. Brad actually thinks they miss 2 cents. They barely miss. I have them barely beating at 4 cents. Man, I really like Palantir. And I know I'm pronouncing it wrong. And I know you guys give me shit every time I pronounce it wrong. But you know what I'm talking about. I like it a lot. My problem is the run up. I think we have to be patient. I think we have to wait. I believe there'll be profit taking. And here's the reason why. Who asked me about this? Who said that? Mark. Listen to me, Mark. I'm not saying I'm right, but I'm definitely not wrong. They have great growth, but they've talked about their growth. They've talked about 50% growth this year and 30% growth next year. They've projected out through 2021. So I'm hard pressed to believe that this stock runs after. I think what's more likely is a bit of profit taking. We know things have to run when things run off of news and off of positivity and off of things that are unexpected. So if they come out and they say, you know what, we forecasted 30% growth, but guess what, people? We got 50% growth. We're gonna revise our expectations. Now we're talking. Still could be profit taking, or it could go off. But they got to give something big, and I don't see them doing that. IPOs, I think they're better off after the fact, after the first earnings, especially because we know what to get going in. Normally, we don't even know what to expect going in. But I love this company. We may miss the boat on it, but we're okay if we miss the boat on that. Hopefully that answers your question. Good luck with Palantir. You know that thing, the P word. All right. Yeah, Overstock's crazy volatile. Anything that's down 15, 20% is going to be crazy volatile right now. 10+%. It's lighter. It's a wrap. Just sold 50% of Disney. Bought it Friday as an earnings play. Didn't expect this, or did expect this. Yeah. Great move. Smart move. You may miss a little bit, but you're selling in the green. DHI is a type of stock I'm willing to hold for earnings. Yeah, we'll see. Yeah, it falls into the same boat as same category as Rocket, to be honest. Joseph, no run up, close to base support, good market conditions, 15% pop. Sorry, there's probably another stock you were talking. Oh, DHI. Yeah. Yep. What about Beyond Meat? Funny pranks going wrong. I think they have earnings tonight. Got in right on the dip earlier. Yes, they do. They Beyond Meat. Oh shoot, that's not what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at earnings. Let's make some estimations on BYND's earnings. Oh shit, man, I didn't realize how many questions. I am so behind on these questions. Damn guys, I'm gonna speed this thing up for you guys. All right. BYND, here we go. Man, BYND, this is a crapshoot. So they report earnings after hours today, 5 cents a share. Man, we're looking at profitability. I think this stock moves. If they beat that 5 cents a share, this stock moves. And I'm going to say they beat. I'm going to say they beat, and I'm going to say they beat handily. And I'm going to go for 14 cents a share, people. And I'm going to write this down so I have it. 14 cents, and this thing moves. Especially if it's true about the McDonald's, if they're partnering with the McDonald's plant-based. All right, cool. I got that note in. But I like it. Peter Foreman, what will CrowdStrike fall to? No damn clue, bruh. It's important to remember supports and resistances. You need confirmation. So just because it comes to a support doesn't mean it's going to stay there. Look for one. I mean, it could go to 126 potentially. I mean, there's a zone right here, 121. But we'll see. But I like CrowdStrike. CrowdStrike will be all right. Yeah. So Sean, we talked about Penny for your thoughts. We talked about Beyond Meat getting hit because McDonald's announced their own plant-based meat, but then somebody in the crew also said that they're partnering, they're co-creators on it. So that's where I'm trying to figure out. I don't know. So yeah, you just figured that out. Fisker, FSR. Oh, damn. Same story, right? Maybe set a stop at 1350, trailing stop, see if it continues to run up. Take profits if you're in the green, I would say. All right. I'm going to get through some of these. Damn, if we get up. Biden stock's up today. Yes, sir. A minute. Yeah, we talked about DHI. Lewis, I think you answered it. SoundCloud, thanks for the donation. Sold all Cinemark today. I woke up to the market up. Yeah, we all did. That's awesome. Good for you. Ema, congrats on Callaway, up more today with vaccine news. Awesome. You still in, Ema? Still in on that? Good luck to the crazy golf team. I feel like we're all on the same golf team. We're all on the same team going out this. Let's see what Netflix is doing. I'll be honest, Matt, I'm not a big pattern person. Like, I don't know that stuff, but ooh, yeah, man. Netflix looks good. And I think Netflix actually benefits from reopening, right? Brad always talks about the original content. So while this on the surface looks like a remote stock play or you stay at home play, I think this is a reopen play. I think this is an awesome opportunity because they can now create new content. I think this is awesome. So the stay at home allows subscribers to grow, but they've last earnings showed they've kind of tapped that out. Let's get back to creating content. The reopen, the vaccine this bodes well for the company. So yeah, Matt, I like it. I like where it's at. Man, Tesla, you're number one, but sometimes you need a side chick, Ema. Yeah, ain't that the truth? Yeah, but my side chick's Rocket, bruh. My side chick's Rocket. My other side chick's Callaway. How many side chicks am I allowed to have, friend? JJD, what does it look like for T Doc? I think we talked about that earlier. We're good with T Doc. Be careful. It's got more room to come down. Long term, it looks good. Joseph, you're big on my positions. Feel like I should take profits, but the positions are still only at levels that 1 week ago I'd be frothing at the mouth to buy them at. Yeah, it's a good point. Is Rocket still buy it where it's at? I think so. And we do love Elon. Funny pranks. C-Bug. Lots of Europe money coming in here. All right. Norway's largest sovereign wealth fund moved money to North America due to COVID vaccine. Lots of Europe money is coming here. Wow, that's interesting. Is there an article or something you can send over? Ema, guess what the first letter of each word spells. Facebook, Apple, Tesla. Yeah. That is a version of Fat Man Zoom. It's not my Fat Man Zoom, but it is a version of Fat Man Zoom. There you go. Is that yours? Tan, side chick is good to get in and out. Oh, God. Julio Cesar Lorenco Bianchi. What's good, bruh? What is good? Got another member and another one. You guys want to be members? Click the join button. Best decision you're going to make all day. You guys want to know something to buy? Buy on the chaos. Click the join. Get your daily watch list. And you usually have another guy here who's far better than me than leading the charge. Fisker's up 30%. Yeah. Workhorse. Listen, I like Workhorse, people. Man, I like Workhorse a lot. I think they have a really good chance of winning this deal. I'm in on it. Sorry, that didn't sound right. I'm not in on it. I didn't buy it, but I like it. I would get in on it. Yeah, Tan Kramer has been pumping plug over Workhorse. But I'm okay with plug, but I don't know. I like Workhorse. It's just me. Big Felix. No, I'm late. I lost 16,000 on Peloton. You still bullish on this or it's run over? Still bullish. Still bullish for sure. But have your strategy, have your play. I don't want you to, understand your risk tolerance. Blipman. What are your near-term thoughts on bank stocks? Worth a chance or missed the boat for now? You did not miss the boat. I do not believe that you missed the boat. Guys, I think stimulus is going to be what's really important. Even the vaccine, I don't care. I think stimulus is going to be important. If Goldman can stay above this, if it can close above this, we should be all right. We should be in good shape. I think there's going to be opportunities for banks. I really, really do. There's going to be more opportunities. You didn't miss the boat. Your thoughts on Home Depot and Lowe's? Jeevan Joseph, welcome to the crew. Malcolm Barker, welcome to the crew. Guys, we're almost at 1,000 crew members. And we got some plans for when we hit 1,000. Zilla did get beat down today. Yeah, we hit on T-Doc. It's like any other of the cloud plays. I think these things come back. Home Depots and Lowe's. Dude, these are great. So this will be interesting to see if it closes above this zone. Home Depot could go down further. Man, but Home Depot should be totally fine. These should be totally fine. Be patient, scale strategy. You'll be good. If you've been watching this, you should have some. We've been talking about liquidity. You should have some. Be patient, see how tomorrow plays out. 1 out of 10 got killed. I'm definitely taking it now. My wife will be happy. She has a 10% taking my life insurance money. So, I think T has good upside with HBO and dividend is very good. Cash flow is stable, so I see no risk of dividend cut. Anon, I don't see a risk of dividend cut either. I absolutely not. My point was, is there going to be any growth in the stock? I don't think there's going to be any material growth in the stock. So if you want it as a dividend, I think this is a really good dividend play. The dividend bot has this in it. So that tells you how I feel about it. DocuSign, yes, same as Zoom, Dan. I bought ERJ a while ago, but I think it was a mistake. Should I hold or take a hit? This question is from Juan B. DRJ. Is that right? DRJ? ERJ, sorry. Is this right? All right, yeah, this is right. Depends on what you got in on. Is this right? You got in on this? What do you mean? How bad of a hit did you take? You should be up. Give me some context. Help me. All right, Ema, I got into Planter at 10, sold half of 14. Now I'm regretting it. No, don't regret it. It's gonna move. You'll be fine. You're still in half. That means you're still making money. Me, Odie, I appreciate it. Fat man handling the business. I got to handle mine at work. All right, sounds good. But nay, yeah. Listen, if we keep making trades with 80% and we're good, you'll be fat and happy by the end of 2021. You're going to get opportunities per Lancer. There is no doubt in my mind. Ema says, yeah, take a stock of the profits from the government spying on people on bullish. So Kim, all right, entry point on NVIDIA. Guys, do me a favor, hit that like button if I'm not totally a disaster, if I'm not totally a hot mess. I want to show Brad that I can hold it down. I want him to come back and be like, damn, we got 20 new Chaos Crew members hitting the join button. We got 750 people watching, bunch of likes, 300 likes. No, I guess we need 400 likes. That ain't happening. All right, NVIDIA. Sorry, I digress, friends. I digress. All right. Let's look at the hourly. Let's scale this bad boy down. Oh, ooh. Man. If I'm scaling in, damn. If I'm scaling in below 550, there you go. NVIDIA. I love NVIDIA. Thanks for the donation, Sean. I read that wrong. Neo's a buy and hold, too much government backing to fail. Yeah, sure. We should listen to Brad's mom and put all our money into Disney. Ain't that the damn truth, C-Buck or Ema? Oh, you were never in Callaway. You're low. Did I miss my Callaway plan? No, you didn't. I'm going to give you that right before we close. Richard, I got your Callaway plan. Can't wait. Triple ETFs, Jeevan, good luck to you. SQQQ, you should be all right. I mean, or I'm sorry, they could go down tomorrow, but I'd be careful long term. Did you join the crew to say that? I don't know. I wouldn't bet so soon against the Qs, against the NASDAQ. Benjamin Castaneda Rivera, Party City. Oh, yeah. Yeah, it's the same story. I think you know what I'm going to say. If you're green, you may want to consider taking some off the table, if not all of it. Lemonade, Wayne Atkinson. Lemonade making moves today. Let's see. Wait, I thought that wasn't that Lemonade? Oh, no. LMD. Sorry. Or no. Are you talking about Lemonade? I'm going to talk about a Lemonade because I think you're talking about Lemonade, but giving me a different ticker. LMND. Looking good. Doing what everybody else is doing. Plan still the same. Earnings. Is earnings coming up? Ooh, Wednesday. Okay. That's going to be interesting. Be careful. Rudy Brown. Oh, good question. SWBI. Thought it would be a hold with a Biden projected win. Yes, that's a good question. So I still think that we're okay with SWBI. The issue now is they're saying that with a split, they thought it was going to be a blue wave. And so if it was a blue wave, SWBI should have moved. But now, with it looking like the Senate is still going to be red, that it's going to be tougher to push policy through. But I think this is temporary. I think SWBI is still okay, but just be careful. I'll pull it up real quick for you guys. S. Smith and Wesson. Yeah, it's tough. It had that move down, and this was just be careful with it. I don't see it going much lower than this. If you're in it, I don't see it much going lower than 15. I made good money off of it. I felt good about that. But yeah, it's getting beat up a little bit, or a lot, I should say. Party at 1,000. Yep. All right. Amazon landing out. Amazon did go below. Let's get an update on Amazon. Yeah, right below 3,200. Oh, it's got to close above that 3,200. But yeah. So, I mean, if you want to try to get a little lower, go for it. But I think this is a good opportunity for Amazon. Let's go. Family, it was Catherine Wood who spoke about capital flow to North America. Oh, okay. C-Buck. Cool. I'm in Lemonade. Okay. Let me see what else we got. Thanks, guys. I appreciate the support. This is what community does, right? We build each other up. We don't break each other down. We're what we wish the world would be. JJD, I looked quick and I thought it said your thoughts on Dong, and it just got real weird. But typos, DKNG. Okay, thoughts on DraftKings. We talked about it. I'll talk about it again, but let's see where it's at. Are things coming down? No, it's about the same. Like DraftKings, like Penn. I'm a bigger Penn fan. We're bigger Penn fans. DraftKings has earnings at the end of the week. We expect them to do well. Reopen bodes well for them. This is all good. I think DraftKings is good. Latifa, what's going on? Anyone know the best CBD or the best cod oil and best cannabis stock? I bet that's CBD oil. Best cannabis stock to buy now. At least 2 of each. Man for Prez. Canopy growth we talk about. Hey, man, be kind. I got to keep shouting you out for giving us this one. And you were spot on. I think it's IIPR is the ticker. This is a cool stock, man. You guys really it's going down, obviously, like everything else. I would hold off, but keep your eye on this one. I'm going to keep my eye on this one. If this goes below 140, this might be a play. Or I guess, yeah, I mean, but this is a REIT that's specializes in leases for cannabis companies. But it was brought by BeKind. It was brought to the group, and I think it's great. I looked into it. It looks initially pretty good fundamentally. Yeah, listen, tell Brad the great job I did next time you see him. Listen, there is no shame in my game. Tell him how awesome I did. Write him a note. Next time he's live, be like, yo, Christian crushed it. Charlie, if ELY pops after hours, what's a good limit sell point? I would say, right, if you want to do it after hours, I would say $21. $21. 2050. I mean, anywhere around there. Fat man for Prez, let's go. These old men don't know what's up. You're welcome, Jeevan. Huang, yeah, I predict. Yeah, I said thought BYND would beat earnings. I think I said a loss of 18 cents. Just hold on. What did I say? 5 cents. Oh, I don't know if I even predicted 14 cents. 14 cents. So the projected positive 5 cents a share. Yeah, and I said 14 cents. That's my prediction. I think they beat. Will be interesting to see if this is in fact confirmed about the McDonald's project and if they have a partnership on that. I didn't know you guys can see my other screen too. Mo says CGC is the biggest cannabis company out. Yep. Latif, are you trying to buy CBD? Or are you just trying to buy the company? Because if you didn't want CBD, TheraOne products, Therabody, they have good CBD. Well, sorry, it's not CBD oil. It's like lotions and products, but um, CBD in general. I don't know. Are you trying to buy this? All right. Belay, hey, fat man, any idea on what would be a good entry price to buy a crowd? I will be honest with you guys. Take this all with a grain of salt. Brad's much better at this than me, but I just tell you sort of how I'm looking at it. Um, if this holds now, guys, now 127. Just smoke it. Don't buy the stock. Wayfair looking ugly. Yeah, Wayfair's ugly. Be patient. You'll have. I think it'll be okay. I think it will be okay. But if it breaks this, watch out below. Breaks this 235. Nasdaq's down 1%. SPY's up almost 2.5. Dow's up 4. SPY keeps creeping down. Thanks, Don. I'll fill in anytime. All right, Evans, listen to you all grown up. Fat man, boom. You got that right, son. All right, that's perfect timing. I think I got through all your questions. If I didn't, ask them again. But now I'm going to move to Callaway. But first, let me do a couple more housekeeping, just part of the job. Hit the like button, guys. If you want more content like this, we go live every Tuesday, Thursday, and we have these extra streams too every once in a while. But we go live every Tuesday, Thursday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. We just look at the market, see what's going on, check out earnings, and hang with our community. So hit the like or hit the subscribe button if you guys want to get notifications. And then if you want to join the crew where you get a daily watch list, click the join button next to the subscribe in the chat. Click the join button. You can ask questions. We do members only live streams. We do private live streams every Friday. We send you a daily watch list, top 5 stocks we're watching. It is worth the money, no doubt. And we're just trying to get it. We're trying to build a movement. We're trying to build a community. We're almost 1,000 strong, and we're not stopping there. So it's really important for us to continue to build this community, and it's really about us all basically working together and growing together in our trading. So so far so good, man. I love our crew. Love our crew. All right. So if you guys want to join, hit that join button. Hit that join button. What do you think of Shopify at these levels? Yeah. I was almost going to do I have a Fat Man Zoom YouTube channel. I just started and I'm starting to put content on there. I was going to do the live stream over there until you guys to join me, but this just made more sense. Shop. All right. What we got? Shopify. We did talk about this early. Scott Sherwood. Good. Looks good. I mean, that doesn't look good. That's down 14%. But yeah, I think below this 900, I would have told you below 900. It's right there. Right there. I like it. All right. Yes. Lens Photo, you're damn right. There is nothing that's going to stop us both from being here tomorrow for Rocket's earnings. Good entry point for TAM. Do we see that 71 level again? TAN, I believe that's a solar ETF. Do we see that 71 level again? Ooh, good question. I don't know, but I think it's possible. Yeah, I think it's possible. But yeah, I mean, definitely. I definitely think there's more room for it to come down. And I would say I'd lean more towards yes. All right. Fat man. Oh, shoot. Yeah. Penn. Sorry. Mo, you're right. I didn't look at Penn. Penn dropped $12. Yeah, it did. And listen, I'm bullish. I bought Penn today. I added on to Penn today. I like it here. I actually love it here. We're really bullish on this stock. If it goes down further, I'm still bullish on it. I don't know what to tell you. I'm good on it. Now, the initial position that I swung, I did have a stop at um actually, yeah, at I think 62.05 for the add-on, but I still will have my initial position on it. I was just trying to get a few quick bucks if it bounced back. All right, Callaway. So we're 15, almost 15 minutes from the close. We're all here for the Callaway earnings. So we got a few earnings. We have Nikola, who gives a damn, Norwegian. That'll be interesting. BYND. So I care about BYND and I care about Callaway. Here's the deal with Callaway. So Callaway had 2 weeks ago, we thought they had earnings, and I scooped some up and everybody jumped on the train. Does anybody here who still has Callaway that's in the house? I gotta imagine 100 people have Callaway in the chaos crew, but we had Callaway, and unfortunately I was incorrect in when I thought the earnings were. So there was a couple of dates. We thought it was 2 weeks ago, then we thought it was last week. Turns out it is absolutely today. I will bet my account on it. It's today. Nothing's wrong with Tesla, but we have been waiting for this moment since we got in. Callaway is up more than 20%. Now, let me just bring it up. See, Brad, this is where Brad's better. He would already had that thing pulled up. Man, we got down real low. We got down right in below 16. You should be in below 16. So you figure it this way. Yeah, 20%. All right. So about 20%. And it went down the day we found out that they were taking full ownership of Top Golf. So they had a small stake in it. They were taking 100% stake in it. They were acquiring it, and it dropped. We thought that was an overreaction. We love that decision. We love that move. And so we bought it because of that. Now, here's the interesting question. It's had a 20% run up. We have earnings. Can it continue to go up? Man, can it? Yes. Will it? I don't know. This is hard, but here's what I'll say. Here's my play. I started with a half position size. I didn't add, I didn't sell, I haven't touched it. I think Brad might have sold partially. But I'm holding on to it through earnings. And I very well know that it could go down, but I hope it doesn't go down below 20. I anticipate I'm going to hold it onto it till tomorrow, unless there is something crazy that it says. But it's a coin flip, guys, with earnings. I would advise you, if you have a large sum, consider taking profit. But because I have a half starter size, it's not a huge amount. I'll risk it. If I had more money in, like if I had a full position size, I would 100% scale 50 to 75%, leave a little bit in because of this move it just made today. But I am going to sell Callaway tomorrow, regardless. So that's the deal. And we're going to find out today what happens. My God, I'm not as nervous as I'm going to be for Rocket. I'll be honest with you guys. Like, I'm really nervous for Rocket tomorrow. Like, really not nervous about what they're going to report. I've just talked so much trash, and I need Rocket to come through for me. And we know earnings is a crapshoot. So speaking of, I want to see where Rocket's at. Rocket's up 0.5%. So yeah. But I'm still about today because I know so many of you are still in ELY, ELY. And I know there's some people that put a lot of money into it. So I did give a disclaimer to you guys. Like, I'm not saying this is a buy for you. I'm not saying you should buy. So I have no problems. You push the buy button, but it's been awesome seeing this run. And normally, I would have sold, but Richard said, my plan is to hold through earnings. You're in at 1550. Yeah, that's what I feel. I mean, that's the game. That's the game there. It's like, maybe it could go down, but I don't know. I don't see it going below that $15 mark. I'm willing to take that bet. Richard also said Rocket is a long-term hold for me, so no matter what it does, I'm holding. Yeah, I have it in my long-term account. I am so bullish on that. But again, I want the community to win. I want us to win. I want us to crush it. So we'll see how that goes. All right, clarification on what we were talking about earlier. For any funny pranks gone wrong, said BYND. So McDonald's announced it was making its own meat-free burger. Then later, one of the companies stated it was co-created with BYND. It was trialed in Canada and then discontinued in the summer. Oh, trialed. It was trialed in Canada. Highway 241. I sold ELY today at 18% profit. Hope it was a mistake. Absolutely was not a mistake. 18% profit is not a mistake, even if it goes up 30%. Could you have made more? Sure. 18% profit is great. And even if there's a run up, there will be profit taking. Mark my words. So there's no guarantees you would have timed it at the right time anyways. I am going, if there is a run up, no matter what tomorrow, I'm going to sell it tomorrow early in the morning. Early. So, and it'll be a trailing stop. I'm not going to do a market order, but it'll be a trailing stop and I'm going to lock it in. Garcia family rocket, making me nervous. I'm down big on that. Really? Damn. You haven't been dollar cost averaging on that? Garcia said, I'll probably get back into ELY at 15. I got a college buddy, named Eli. So I keep, actually, another one, Mark Ely. I should call it Ely. All right, guys. We got about 12 more minutes. What's up, Don? Yo, I'm solo, Don. Brad's out of town. He's not out of town, but Brad had an emergency. You missed my whole show, bro. This is the Fat Man Zoom show. If you saw that thumbnail. Guys, don't forget to hit that notification. Because who wants to miss these live streams? How can you beat it? Profit is never a mistake. Couldn't agree more. There will always be opportunities. Yeah, it looks like SPY's still coming back a little bit. But I mean, after that run up, like I said, thanks, Jose. Don, we're waiting on Callaway. You still in Callaway? And also, Don, if you want, jump on my Zoom, bro. You can get on in on this. Yeah, I went over Zoom. Don got in Zoom, Peloton. Yeah, I got in on Zoom. I added a Zoom at 418. Worried about China. You think they'll get in the way of NVIDIA ARM? No. Oh yeah, that deal. I'm not worried about it. I thought that was a bit of posturing, but I think that's okay. Yeah, I just am not. I love NVIDIA. I love the company. Jensen Huang, the CEO, I think is one of the best CEOs in the game. He's the man. I love what they're doing. Michael G, I got caught so offside shorting United Airlines that I was shorted United Airlines. Oh, sorry, that's another conversation. Yeah, it was a bad day to short airlines. Thanks, Hungry Dan. Thanks, guys. Man, you guys are making me feel good. I'm about to get puff chested over here. Don, I'm going to be on till about 4:15, 4:20, whenever earnings are done. I want to do Callaway earnings. I want to do BYND earnings. And I want to see Nicola, see what Nicola does. They have earnings today. Richard, Don pushed out. Yeah, Don. Well, you can actually see these are Don's zones. These aren't updated, but this is an example of his zones. So he would have tagged out of his zone. I know you're kidding, but yeah, he has a good strategy as far as trailing and not holding the bag. Dan Dalton just picked up some Shopify. Been wanting to get in on that company for ages, for sure. Uh, yeah, I know, right? People got caught in the storm just randomly. Um, Dead League 420. Yes, sir. Don, are you? Oh, Don, you tagged out of Callaway. Is that what you were saying? Sorry, I thought you tagged out of Zoom. Oh, you tagged out of Callaway. Did you tag out today, or was it a different day? And why, Malcolm? You just want to get in on the game, right? You got you got Callaway just now. That is a bold move, bro. We got in at $15, but I appreciate that. That's the kind of commitment we need for new crew members. Like that shows you're about it. You're about the crew. You're willing to go in with us. I think that's absolutely ballsish, ballsy, whatever the word is. Um, but man, we'll see. Don't get mad if it don't go your way. This thing could go one of two ways. Ain't that right, Don? This thing could go one of two ways. And it's already made a nice run. It's Callaway right now sitting at 1879, up nearly 10%, 9.5%. Yeah, Don. Don tagged out a different day. Don's still in Zoom, gap down to a zone, added at 411, but didn't make sense to sell. Yeah. I think tomorrow's going to be a telling day. Don, Don, your video today is actually, would you say it's on Zoom and Peloton, right? So if you guys want to check out Down to Don Fran show, um, he goes live every Wednesday and Sunday, and then he also does other live streams for earnings reactions. But yeah, he's going to do a video. Check out Don Fran show. He's running in the chat right now. You can click on his name, go subscribe, check him out, click the notification, all that good stuff. He's still in. Oh yeah. It's going to go up or down, but there'll be a reaction. So your position size should reflect that. Bold move, Cotton. Let's see if it pays off. All right. So we got like 6 minutes. We're getting there. We're almost there. We're almost at earnings. In the meantime, if you guys want me to, give you any predictions, sing any songs, do any impersonations, if you guys got a line you want me to do, that didn't sound right, but you know what I meant. Rockets earnings, I believe, are tomorrow. Let's see. Rockets earnings are tomorrow. Yes. $1.09 a share. I'm projecting 210. Brad's projecting $1.45. Does Don's mom make chicken pot pie though? Only Brad's mom. Yo, she makes that chicken pot pie and she sprinkles a little bit of that crack on it. You know what I'm saying? She's smoking something. Don't tell Brad I said that. But yeah, there's some weed in that or some crack in that for sure, no doubt. Funny breaks. Do I hold airlines? I'm up on EasyJet from $6.70 to $7.10. Take profit in case it drops tomorrow and buy again. Yeah, I mean, I think you trail a stop. I think this move on airlines, like it's gonna be a while until airlines come back. A long while. It is not going to be this year. Let's be clear. Now we'll go again tomorrow, maybe, but yeah, I would set a stop. I would trail it. So you don't have to sell at this moment, but figure out where your spot is. Tommy, Peloton, $100 now. Goodbye. Yes, under $100. I think is a great opportunity for Peloton. Alicia Keys. Don, you saw my Instagram story. Alicia Keys. I take it. Rob took half of my Zoom. I'm thinking Square might be a good place to put it. Yeah, Square will be fine. Square will be in good position. PayPal, good position. Place the limit buy for Callaway in case it tanks before it moves up. All right, Vinay. Hey, you got a strategy. That's all we care about. Have a strategy. Entry and exit strategy. That's key, folks. Have a strategy for entry. Have a strategy for exit. Even if it's a long term, right? If you're saying it's a long term, I'm holding on to it. Fine, but no, what's going on? Don, I said I bet my account that earnings is today for Callaway. Now, Richard, they do a presentation at 5, but this is most companies. They'll announce it. They'll have earnings with like analysts, but then they'll have earnings. They'll report them, and then they'll have a conference call, um, and with analysts, and those that happens like an hour after. So no, I'm pretty sure we should be fine for 4 o'clock. Don says, since you want me to always pick a direction, I would say bearish reaction for Callaway. Yeah, I'm thinking the same thing. I'm up though, like I'm up 20%, so I'm willing to take that reaction. But because I have a really small, I had a starter position size, but I had mentioned before that if I had a bigger position size, I would definitely be taking profits. Yeah, you don't like things that run in earnings. Absolutely. I think there's going to be profit taking. Fast. Yeah, nobody ever knows when ELY. Listen, here's the deal. I'm not moving until Callaway's earnings happen. If it's a day from now, an hour from now, a year from now, I'm not moving. This is going to be world's longest live stream. Disney up 12%. Yeah, Disney's looking great. Thinking I don't think Disney's going straight up. I think there's going to be profit taking people. Making money's easy. Keeping money is the hard part. Yeah. Camilo, do you think there's going to be more tech sell-off once the other vaccine manufacturers release results, get approved? If it's the same as today, maybe you should start looking at non-tech. I think you should absolutely consider non-tech. But also like Apple's a hedge, Tesla's a hedge. They benefit both, but yeah, there's great non-tech opportunities out there. I would just be hesitant for I think hesitant for like airline cruise lines, gyms for sure. Down front, scale out. It's not all in, all out. Some dollars in. Yeah. SoundCloud, are we still getting stimulus or no? That's going to be the question. Stimulus is key. I think we will. I think we have to get stimulus. But that's going to be the big question that's going to cause the next round of volatility. So even if other manufacturers get the vaccine, I don't think that matters so much in the move. I think now what the next thing is there a date? What does this mean? When is it going to be distributed? When are we going to reopen? Stimulus. All those things are important, my people. What's up, Dead League? G. Von Joseph, how about travel in general, like Expedia? If you're not in it, I think the move's been made for the day. I think the move's been made for this round of vaccine information. I think there'll be profit taking. I really got to believe there's got to be profit taking. But this is promising. So just be ready. Be ready for a date. But there will definitely be good opportunities for travel. But things like Expedia, booking, yeah, it'll be good. But remember, just because there's a vaccine doesn't mean everybody's taking it. Doesn't mean everybody's just like going to go about life normally. There are people who will still have some reservations, will still have some fear. It'll take time for us to get back to normal. All right, the market is now closed. Let me pull up what I got to pull up. ELY, Callaway, after hours. This isn't the best one. But let's go ahead. And if you guys get this information before I do, check out BYND, check out Nikola, see how these things move. Landadell said I meant to start with what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up. Down front special. All right. Yeah, Don says January with Biden for stimulus. Yeah, potentially. All right, let's go, people. The time has come. I am loading up Twitter. I am typing in hashtag ELY, and I'm waiting for this puppy to go. And I'm going to let you guys, since Brad's not here, I need everybody's help. All hands on deck, people. Keep an eye out for BYND, for Nikola, for ELY. Tell me if there's information. And no bullshit. I know you guys are going to do it before you do it. Looking at you, Ema. Don't be telling me false news. Give me the real deal. All right. So ELY closed at 1858. And I'm going to go ahead and keep it on here. And then I will check. Keep messing around. Guys, the nerves are in, people. All right, to remind you guys what our estimates were. So ELY expected was 30 cents a share. Brad and I both thought it beat. I said 34 cents. Brad said 33 cents. You know, David, good point. I don't love Titleist. It's a good brand. Callaway's exposure, the reason we got it in is because we believe in Topgolf and their acquisition of Topgolf, and because there was a sell-off. And so that's what's going to be interesting. Yeah, BYND is doing nothing. So I would say that's why we thought that there was the move down to 1550. We got into this 1550 or below. We just felt like the move was immaterial. So I'm not into Callaway long term. I think it's good long term for the Topgolf play, but we'll see. So apparently, read some on Twitter. Callaway has closed red in 5 of the last 7 Q calls. Well, we'll see. Man. Don, do me a favor. Keep an eye on how Callaway's moving after hours, please, if you can. All right. I know the screen I'm looking at is a different screen than you guys can see. But let me ask you this: Are you guys ready? Are you guys ready? Let's go, baby! Come on, let's go. Still nothing on Callaway. I'm going to take a look at Nikola for shits and giggles. I hope this thing tanks. BYND. Oh, okay, Don. Let me do that. I haven't done that before. The widget? I did that wrong. This is why we don't do this stuff live. If Nikola goes up, I'll quit trading. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to do this on the fly. Oh, this square. Got it. Boom, boom, boom. Is this what I want? Oh, I need a bigger monitor. Sorry, Ming. All right, going back to you. Any updates, guys? Come on, my people. You need a bigger monitor. That's what she said. Some bullshit. Still nothing. That's Trading View landed. Oh, I think I might have got it. Hold on. Let's see. Mm, 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 mm. Oh, no, that's the earnings preview. BYND, Funny Prank says going up slightly. Nikola going up slightly. I wonder, this might not be moving the same on. This is where you really get a different experience than Brad. So BYND looks like it's up. We'll do that here. 1.7. So maybe they purported some sort of earnings. Nikola, of course you're up, you fool. All right. So let me see BYND. Is there any news? Nope. I think 4:15 is BYND's. They're going to come out. So this is Twitter, so take it in with a grain of salt, people. But I guess, all right, here we go. Got some numbers. All right, so Nikola reported, they were expected a loss of 5 cents a share. They reported a loss of 16 cents a share. There was expected, Jesus, this company's ridiculous. $0 of revenue. They had $750,000. So it's $300,000 worth of revenue. Made significant progress toward completion of building manufacturing facility. Get out of here with that shit. Nikola continues discussion with General Motors. Further update. Like, this is a joke. What a joke. This ain't going to stay up. This ain't going to stay up. All right, let's see. So Nikola missed. Surprise, surprise. Garbage. But it's still up. And then BYND up 1%. We're still waiting on that. They're discussing bullshit. They're discussing nonsense. All right, Callaway's down. Let's see what's up. Let's see if we have news. Down 2.5%. Don't you? All right. I think. All right. That's what we're here for. Everything else is off the table. I got nothing. You guys seen anything on Callaway yet? William, are you in Nikola? Are you one of those people? I got nothing. I got nothing on Callaway, so I'm gonna go back to BYND and see what they reported because I think I saw. Oh, I think they beat. No, I think that was somebody's guess. See what BYND is doing. Still sitting there. Around that 1%. That $18 mark. Is this updating now or no? Here we go. This is working for me now. I like TradingView anyway better. There's a little bit of lag for Callaway on the after hours. So BYND. All right, all right, let's see if we got any updates. I'm going to go back. But I think Callaway's starting to move back up. Funny price sold Nikola for 18% profit. Nice. Good. Don said you can't have a double-digit IQ and buy Nikola. All right, Eli, you got anything for me? Got anything for me, Callaway? Come on, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I want to make sure this is correct. So there's a serious lag by trading view. Don, is yours doing the same thing? I'm going to trust CNBC's. Yeah, I'm going to just trust this earnings. All right, guys, in a couple minutes, I imagine this will be through. We'll have this data. Checking back on BYND. Nothing yet. All right. It's just us. I've seen after hours for TradingView. I thought maybe not. Maybe I'm going crazy. I mean, it literally has it down at the bottom. Post market right there. It's just not up to date. All right, BYND seems like it's trying to move. All right, I think. Nope. BYND is Callaway 420. It's all right. I told you I'm staying. 420. What day? What day of the week? I'll wait on BYND. So there's on Twitter, there's a tweet that said, wild ride for Beyond Meat today. BYND fell after McDonald's earnings, then rallied after saying it worked on new McPlant with Mickey D's. That's weird. What does that mean? They worked on it. Does that mean they got paid? They will get paid. It was halted and wound up down 4%. Now we wait for earnings after close. Was it halted? I didn't know. I didn't know it was halted. Is that true? No, come on, Don. I got 15 minutes. Maybe not 15 minutes, but you know what? All right, guys. I hope we get this information soon. Hang on just a little bit longer. I appreciate everybody hanging in there. If you guys want to join the Chaos Crew, be a part of the chat, feel free to click the join button next to subscribe. You get a daily watch list every day. Please hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification. Friend. BYND, nothing. But you did say it was 420, so I guess I got to be patient. ELY, nothing. Callaway, freaking. Oh, was halted. What are some other good recovery plays besides airlines and cruise lines? You know what? Let me look at my watch list. Peter, don't you mess with me, bro. I know you're new to the crew, but I'll cut somebody quick. Try to play with me like that. I mean, so actual legit recovery plays. I like CVS because they could potentially distribute this vaccine, and they're still staying open. So I think that's good. I also, I think Ford could potentially be like a sleeper play because they're in line with that USPS contract. Nobody's really talking about that. Coke would be a great play. Things that still are okay if it hangs on a little bit longer. Obviously Disney, but Disney made a massive run. You got to wait for a pullback on that. Let me see where Visa's at. Yeah, Visa. All those, I mean, any of those companies that are relying on retail as well. Take your time, fat man. We've got until we die. Yeah, we do. All right. Any minute now. Let's go, people. I don't think anybody in the Twitterverse really cares about earnings other than the Chaos Crew because nobody's even chatting about it. Whereas like BYND, there's a lot of people chatting about it. Also I forgot Norwegian NCLH. See what they got. Hasn't happened yet. All right. Updates on moves. Piece of flu. Yeah. Callaway's still down around that 2.5. BYND. Yep. Same. 152. Let's just take a glance at this. Nikola. And Norwegian. Norwegian's down. That doesn't surprise me, but I still don't think those earnings have come through. Almost at 420. What am I checking first? All right, I'm checking the big boy first. ELY, nothing. Nothing. BYND. Okay, it's 420. Give us some information, people. Hot damn. Okay. You trying to move? Trying to move, Callaway? Callaway, you trying to move, baby? Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Talk dirty to me. Come on, Callaway. All right, here we go. Record net sales and earnings for the third quarter. Give me the numbers, baby. Give me the numbers. Bro, Callaway's moving up. Don.
Is it up? Can you hear me?
Yeah. Callaway's
all right. How far up, though?
It's only up 2%. Well, just under. It's 1892. But it says record net sales and earnings for the third quarter. I'm waiting for the exact numbers. Here we go. I think we have the numbers. Boom, baby. The consensus was 38 cents a share. That was higher. 60 cents a share, bro. 60 cents. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Well, I win either way because I bought a bunch of Callaway and it ran up. So
Addie wants a steak dinner. I'm treating myself. $476 million beat. Hot Damn.
Man.
Come
Yeah,
on,
well, golf
people.
as a
Come
whole
on,
is up
crew.
40%, wasn't it?
What's that?
Golf as a whole is up 40% from everybody getting into it.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I knew it was up. I don't know the numbers, but I know. Hot dog. I know that Chaos Crew is in Callaway and we're up. Come on, let's
I
go.
know. I tagged out and then I checked it and I missed it. I was like, man, you guys, I should have stayed. Once I tagged out, I quit looking at it.
Yeah. All right.
That's been a
Let's see.
monster since we all got in.
Let me know if you guys want me to check any other stuff. BYND is around break even. Let's see if I'm sure their numbers are out. Actually, let me check one more thing about ELY. Seabuck, this is steak. No Beyond Burger. No. This celebration needs real meat.
After this, let's have that conversation about Nikola. What is going on? We got to see where Nikola's at.
I know. Oh, so Callaway isn't providing Q4 guidance. That does not bode well. Fat Man Zoom and Brad strike again. Man, I wish Brad was here. Damn. I can't wait to hear what he says. They're not providing Q4 guidance. That's interesting. Gives me more reason to sell tomorrow. Let me see what BYND did. BYND.
Why
Somebody
not sell
said
right now?
what?
Why not sell right now then?
Because I want to wait. I want to see how it responds tomorrow. Like, I'll put a stop in the morning and see how it runs. Nothing on BYND still. Is that for real? I thought. Yeah. While we wait for BYND, what'd you say? Were you Nikola? Is that what you said?
Yeah. Where's Nikola at?
Nikola is at.
Nikola is a guy's name. It's a scientist. Nikola Tesla. He should come out of his grave and just take his name back.
It's at 1880. It's hold on. Can I get you on there?
Oh, video?
Yeah, I didn't know if oh yeah, they can see you. All right. Yeah, it's 1885. It's up 1%. It's not really doing much of anything, but it's bullshit. They didn't say anything.
1% is too much for Nikola. Like, who's buying this thing?
I don't know, bro. Your guess is as good as mine.
Find someone on this channel that is buying it, and I want to interview them. I want to see if they can sell me the idea of buying Nikola.
Is anybody in Nikola right now? Anybody that's in it that's long on it? If you're shorting it, I get it. BYND's still not out. Those bastards. Road Tireman said this moment alone is worth the money to be in the Chaos Crew. Yeah, NCLH. Let me check Norwegian and see what they did. All right, so Norwegian missed by 25 cents. So they expected a loss of $2.25. They did a loss of $2.50. And they missed revenue. It's down about 3%. I mean, what? I don't know. I don't know why anybody would get in a cruise line right now. BYND tanking. Okay. Let's see. That's not me saying that. McFace plant. Okay. Ooh. Wait, I think they missed. Ooh, they had bad miss on earnings, on revenue and earnings. Oh, let me see if I get these numbers. Damn, this is going to get ugly for BYND. What?
Yeah, it's fake meat. Eat the real thing. It's steak, not deep fried oil. Whatever. Find this.
All right, here we go. Oh, okay. So we said they expected profitability, earnings per share 5 cents. It came in at a loss of 28 cents. Wow.
No one spent their stimulus check on fake meat, then I guess.
Almost 400% or a 400% loss. Sales 94 million. They were estimated at 132. That was a huge miss. Holy shit. Hold on,
Wow.
BYND. Hold on to your panties because this is going to be ugly. Ho! Ho! You guys see that?
Yeah, that's what's it at?
123, down 18%. God, down 20%. It's at 120. Oh yeah, this ain't. Let's pull this thing out to the daily because this thing is not a 4 hour. Oh, if this goes below once, this is ew, man. That James says that's
Look
what
at
happens with fake meat. Damn right, Don.
I don't know.
You short BYND funny. 94 mil. Damn. Listen, but what's more important is this guy. ELY. It looks like it's still it's at now it looks like it's a break. No. Trying to get above 2%. Oh, that's Nikola. Stupid. Shouldn't even let me type that in. 1850 for Callaway. It's about break even. I think it's going to be fine. Listen, they reported record sales. Good. If you want to hold this long term, I ain't mad at you. If you want to take profit, I ain't mad at you. They had great earnings. This was a good win. Listen, everybody, give yourselves a hand. Give yourselves a hand if you were here for this.
Go back to buying. Go back to buying. Where's the over? It's an overreaction regardless. Even though I hate it and make fun of it, go back to buying.
Down 24%.
Go back to Trading View. I'm looking at the candles.
Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah, this is gonna keep going down.
Yeah, it looks like 85. Move your cursor down. It looks like there's a right down a little bit further.
Hold on.
A little bit further, right there. That little flag right there to your left.
Yeah.
The bottom, that's going to be a base. What is that? Is that 100?
It's about this one.
That's where I'm going to buy it.
Right above 100. You're in at 100. There you go.
I'm going to be if it gets there.
You heard it here first. If it gets to 100, Don Fran from the Don Fran show is in it. Not down too bad. Shit, what'd you get in if you're not down too bad? It's down 5%.
Yeah. The IPO.
That is an inverted boner. Guys, man. All right, Don, brother, appreciate you jumping on. Guys, let me talk straight.
I appreciate it. It's fun.
What?
I was going to hop off. Hear the outro.
No, you could stay off. You could stay off for my goodbye. Hey guys, don't forget to hit the like on your way out. Subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. I appreciate you bearing with me. I appreciate you hanging out. Callaway, success for Monday. We need more of that Tuesday. Tomorrow is really the day. We're going to go live tomorrow at 2:00. We got rocket earnings. That's what it's all about. We're going to run it back. We're going to do the same thing, 2 p.m. Eastern time. We love you guys. We appreciate you. And we will see you tomorrow. Peace.
Are we still alive?
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't really. Guys, we're still here. I hit the wrong.
It says live on my screen.
This is a rookie move. I'm really gone. Bye. Hold on. I'm going to just stop the screen. Kidding me with
Putting
this?
your hand over the camera does not stop it.
No. Stop. I'm on two. This is the best. This is bullshit. All right. I'm just